See, I told people about how Taylor Swift is towards other artists and celebrities. They kind of had that Kanye thing stuck in the back of their mind as as her being a victim in their situation. But and this is all allegedly, but man, y'all seen how she did Celine Dion at the Grammys? She does everybody like that, like that. Oh my God, like bro, I'm gonna be real with you. Don't nobody really say, "Oh my God," like like those faces and stuff like that's not even realistic. Like, bro, I know the situation she was going through during the shutdown. When everybody had the shutdown going on, Taylor Swift had more issues than a little bit. I know people was like, "Oh, well, she just had a movie in the movie theaters and she just had a concert." Well, she had a whole bunch of situations going on before and after. She was selling out before the shutdown. And she was standing in the street like everybody else saying, "Oh, where my money at?" And so it's a whole bunch of stuff she had going on. So yeah, she got a Grammy last night, but she got a lot of other stuff she got going on. It ain't just rappers. Like, please believe it. I could put it out there right now, but I'll say that for another time. But the way she did Celine Dion, people surprised, but I don't know who's surprised. Is it her fans that's surprised? Why are y'all surprised? She's been handed everything since day one. It's people that's been in the game 30, 40 years that don't got what Taylor Swift had. I just asked my friend yesterday. I said, "Hey, listen. So I said I want to ask you a question because I had asked them, is that one song by Taylor Swift? Is that one song the Taylor Swift song?" And they was like, "Yeah, I think that's the blind something, whatever it was." And I was like, oh, "Okay, blank face, I think it is." I was like, "Oh, I know that song. I've heard that around." But I didn't know whose song it was. And I'm a guy who's I'm into music pretty much. Um, I'm well rounded in music. But for her, like, let's be real. I could ask a random guy right now on the street, "Hey, you know a Britney Spears song? Tell me a Britney Spears song." He 9 times out of 10 will probably know a Britney Spears song, even if he doesn't listen to Britney Spears. He'll probably like, "Oh, that Oops, I Did It Again" in that song or something, or that One More Time or something like that. The guys they'll trust me. So with her, I'm looking around. I'm kind of thinking. I just said this yesterday too. I was like, is she really at the level now where people kind of know her songs to the point where and people probably like, yeah, well, she has, situations like, man, come on, like, let's be real. She's not really, she's not really to the point where like she has a fan base that's pushed to the forefront and she headlines a lot of stuff. But she's not to the point now where she can be shading Celine Dion. Like, come on now. She don't got no hits like Celine Dion. If a Dion show up and they saying she has a health scare and I'm in a health situation, uh, and recently she just had some things going on personally. And for her to kind of show up and to kind of give her that award, and I'm pretty sure they lined it up. So like, oh, Taylor, we're gonna let Taylor Swift get the award for Celine Dion, so we can kind of pass the torch. Taylor Swift like, man, it's mine. I deserve this. Who is this person handing me this award? I don't even know who this is. But it's just, to be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you what really happened. Taylor Swift doing the whole little fake little, oh my God. Like, I hate when people do that. I hate when people do. That's such a fraud. That's that Oprah stuff. I hate when people do that. Do not come around me if you're like she's all like, oh my God, like she looking away from Celine Dion. You would think she'll be looking at Celine Dion like, oh my God, I can't believe you got me this award. She like, oh yeah, give me this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She had her own little Kanye moment. But people are always trying to act like, oh, and they'll try to make an excuse for her. Kanye mama just died. He was drunk as a skunk the whole time. And ain't nobody had no excuse about, oh man, Kanye mama just died and he was drinking before the show. I seen the video when it happened. Kanye was walking up and down. He was trying to get Michael Jackson dad to drink some Hennessy. And Michael Jackson dad was just telling him, like, relax, you know what I'm saying, chill. And which he did, you know what I'm saying, after that, after talking to him. But he was drunk and he was going through some stuff. And then nobody like Taylor Swift like, oh yeah, I know Kanye going through this and he just lost his mom and he's drinking and he just have a lot of stuff going on. No, everybody was like, "Oh, cancel him. He's done." You know what I'm saying? He got canceled like twice, and the second time was probably got canceled like 50 times. But the second time, I know for sure was because of Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't even a big situation as far if you knew he was drunk and his mom had passed away. If you knew how close his mom is, I don't see Taylor Swift mom hanging around. I don't know what her mom looks like, so I would give Kanye a pass on that because he actually hangs around his mom. And for him to lose his mom, yeah, I can make an excuse about that. But I don't see her hanging around her mom like he did. So, not around the Grammys. And Kanye had his mom at the Grammys and everything. She probably been in the Grammys 50 times, and I ain't never seen her around no folks. But Celine Dion, the way she snatched the award away, I mean, I'm not surprised, bro. They built Taylor Swift into what she is. You know what I'm saying? They built her up to this. She has other situations going on as well, and they protect her. At the end of the day, in 10 or 15 years, we won't be mentioning Taylor Swift. I'm just gonna be honest. In 10 or 15 years, it's not gonna happen. I know people gonna try to ride this out and everything, but she's not making that much money as much as everybody would think. People probably be like, "Oh, her net worth is this, and her net worth is that, and she has this much money and that," and oh, okay, all right. If y'all believe that, if y'all want to, I'm just telling you, cause I seen her yelling at one of these big artist managers talking about why she ain't got her stuff. So I know what's really going on. But for her to kind of throw shade at Celine Dion like that, that's a no go. But that just goes to show you though, a lot of these artists, a lot of them, I don't know for sure if it's her, but I can kind of guess. But a lot of these artists be industry plants. They be people that be getting in the game, and back in the day I ain't really noticed this, but now I know a lot of these folks do be having family members that be in the industry, cousins. They be having cousins, stepbrothers, stepdaddy. They be having somebody in there. So I be knowing a lot of stuff to be going on now. I be seeing it. It's a lot of people that be getting pushed through the door. And she's one of those people that looks like it. I see a lot of stuff she's doing. It's kind of crazy how she's moving right now. I'm not surprised, but I definitely see how she's moving now. And I've been seeing it over the years, but I don't really pay attention to that stuff. I'm not one of those people. I'm not trying to convince the whole world, hey, you need to see what I see and how I see it. No, you can just figure it out 15, 20 years later when you get old. Because a lot of people, they don't want to open their eyes and see how it is now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff like Cat Williams was saying, hey, people try to tell their grandmas or they try to tell their aunties or try to tell their dad or their father or their uncle or their brother. And a lot of people be like, well, I don't believe none of that. But, I mean, that's only 5 minutes, a couple of minutes of what you seen of Taylor Swift. We don't even know how her real side is. We got to separate the artist from the music. Like, a lot of these people, they uppity, they rude. They really ain't got no patience. And a lot of things be going on, and people try to push it away. People try to say, oh, well, they got money and they got this and that. Well, I mean, last time I checked, that don't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that they getting. You know what I'm saying? As far as the fan or somebody, the consumer, we're the ones who producing the money for the product. You know what I'm saying? They make no money without the fans. So, and they stick you on the Grammys every year, you need to be some type of upper echelon or elite. But I don't even think she, man, to be honest, like if she at that level, man, we gonna see. Because everybody say, yeah, Taylor Swift on that level. We gonna see. We gonna see. Because last time I checked, Britney Spears, old as I don't know what, she's still in the news just like she is. So we gonna see. We definitely are. She's just as much in the news as her. I hear Britney Spears' old songs just as much. And I'm not a huge fan of her. I'm just letting it be known. Like, she ain't nobody to be trying to throw no shade to her, no. Celine Dion. But that's what goes on these days, though. Just because everybody's a celebrity don't mean they get along. Cat Williams showed y'all that already. But that's all I got, though.